In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this swing or flip-flop card. This is a fun card to make because when you open it up, the center swings or flip-flops to reveal your message. For this card, I've used several new sets. The first one is Paisley Prints from the Holiday Mini Catalog. This one is really fun because it has a pumpkin, a leaf, a heart, a tree, so it can be used for different seasons. And it also has a coordinating paisley wheel that goes with it called Paisley Party. I have also used the Seasonal Sentiment set, also from the Holiday Mini Catalog, the Thanksgiving Sentiment. And you can see it has a Christmas, a Halloween, and a Valentine one as well, and Fabulous Phrases. And this is a great set that you can use to put different words together, like welcome, little one. We're going to do heartfelt gratitude. I also wanted to show you some examples of some other flip-flop cards that were fun that I've made in the past. This is one that I saw that was a swap card that somebody had made, and it's with the owl punch as well as the wood grain background, and then you could write your saying or stamp a sentiment in there, so that's a fun one. And then this is one that I made a while ago, and so there's lots of different cards and colors that you could use. So to start off, I have a piece of 5.5 by 6 3/4 old olive cardstock. And I've kind of cheated by taking a flip-flop card that I've already used and placing it as a guide on my card so that I can trace where I'm going to score and where I'm going to cut. So I've done that on either side. And then I have also done it on a piece of white cardstock with all the measurements so I can remember where to score and where to cut. So I'm going to score these 4 areas here, and then I'm going to cut out the middle, making sure I don't go past those score lines. So I'm going to show you how this is done. You're going to want to use your paper cutter and scorer with the black scoring blade, and you're going to want to start with the 6 3/4 side on the top, and you're going to place it at the 2 3/4 mark. You're going to only score down to the 1 1/4 mark. So you're going to take that and you're just going to score until your middle point reaches the 1 1/4 mark. And then what's great about this paper cutter and scorer is that you can lift up and you can skip the whole middle, and then you can bring it down to the 4 1/4, and there's another ruler on this side, so it makes it really easy to score wherever you want in the paper. And then to make it easy, you're just going to flip it over and repeat. So you're going to just score up to the 4 1/4, lift up again, and then you're going to go from the 1 1/4 and score all the way up. Okay, now you can remove your scoring blade and bring up your cutting blade, and you're going to place the 5 1/2 side on the top, and you're going to go to 1 1/4. And then you're going to bring your cutting blade into the middle, and you're going to start at 1 1/2. So you're going to press down, and you're going to bring it down to 2 3/4. Okay? So this side you're going to have 1 1/2, and this side you're going to have 1 1/4. And you're going to lift that up, because you don't want to score in the middle here, to 4, and you're going to go down to 5 1/4. Okay? And you're going to do that on the other side, just to make it easier so you don't have to remember too many measurements. You're going to take that back up to the 4, 2 3/4 up to the 1 1/2. Okay? So now on the 6 3/4 side on the top, you're going to bring this out to 1 1/2. And you're going to start at the 1 1/4, and you're going to take it all the way down to your 4 1/4. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start at the 4 1/4, bring it up to the 1 1/4. Okay? And this is going to create the center for the inside for your flip-flop card. So you're going to want to work it a little bit because it's not always precise. You can get your sharp paper trimmers in there and cut out the corners if you didn't bring the blade all the way to the corner. Just kind of get in and make sure you got all those corners popped out. Okay, and then I'm going to erase the little guidelines, because I don't really want to see those. And then I'm going to stamp. I'm going to have a little bit of paper in the back so I don't stamp on my black pad. And I'm just going to stamp this leaf in Old Olive all around the edge. Just kind of rotating the stamp, give it a little bit of variety so it doesn't just look like the same all the way around. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. Okay, so now we have the start of our card. So I'm going to kind of work with it, and you're going to score a mountain and a valley on either side. Okay, and so this is the beginning of our card here. I've used the Paisley Party wheel to wheel this in Old Olive, and I've used the scallop punch to punch this out on the soft suede. So I'm just going to layer this on here. Okay, so now I have it layered on my card. And now I'm going to add the embellishments to the middle part. So I'm going to start with the open side. And I've already stamped this with the leaves in pumpkin pie and Cajun craze, and a sentiment in soft suede. I'm just going to place that in the middle of the card. And then for the front, I'm going to go ahead and place the same size. This is 3.5 by 2 3/4, and I will place that in the middle. And since from the front of the card you won't be able to see what's tucked under this flap, I just cut out a piece of very vanilla that's just going to go on the very front here. And I've already stamped the Heartfelt Gratitude, and now I'm going to stamp the pumpkin, and I'm going to use the rock and roll method with the pumpkin pie first. And then I'm going to roll it in the Cajun craze on the outside. And then I'm going to add one more step by using my marker to color the top of the pumpkin. And then I'll stamp that down, and then you have your pumpkin. Next, I'm going to stamp the heart on some very vanilla, and I'm going to punch that out with the heart punch. And I'm going to put a dimensional on it. And then I'm going to add that here to the side. Put this on the card. So we've got our card put together. And then the last step is just to add some pumpkin pie ribbon to the side. And there you have your swing flip-flop card. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial.